Yo, 4K fam. I know it's been a while since your boy has been on, but your boy is finally back with a live video. I know some of y'all probably been waiting on it, probably been wondering where I've been, but it's a lot been going on. I ain't gonna get into it, but just know your boy is back with another video. Got another video coming tomorrow. It's an unboxing. Y'all probably won't care about it, but if you're already following my homie Mr. Orchard Beach, aka Wavy80, you should already know what that video is gonna be about. Like I said, y'all probably ain't gonna care because it don't have much to do with movies, but it is an unboxing video that should be coming to you tomorrow. Stanley James, welcome to the 4K Corner, man. Welcome to the Movie News Live Podcast. Make sure you hit that like button. What's been going on, Stanley James, man? It's been a minute. It's good to see you. Hopefully you can stay in the whole time. I don't know how long I'm going to be on, so as y'all fall up in here, please make sure you hit the like button, or if you're watching this on replay, still hit that like button. Like, comment, and subscribe. Got my sister in the building. Thought maybe she'd be busy doing her health and wellness thing. Stanley James, I know you hit that like button. You always hit that like button, always coming through for me. Every time I got a video, you always first to comment, first to like, all that good stuff. I definitely appreciate it. Definitely goes far. We got 3 people. Welcome to the 4K Corner. Please make sure you hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when new videos go up. And y'all let me know, man. Y'all been picking up, like, it's been 3 weeks since I did a video. Almost a whole month. But y'all can let me know if y'all picked anything up. I ain't picked up nothing. It's been a minute. Like, there ain't nothing I really wanted to pick up. There's been some stuff coming out, but then slowly they've been doing these little deals and things like that. But like the 2 for 30's been going on for about 2-3 weeks now with Best Buy and Amazon. Amazon's 2 for 30 is way better. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. Hit up Amazon and just know that it's a lot better. So it says, that's funny, we just got back from the gym. See, I know. That's all y'all do. Nothing wrong with it. That weather's turning, so I definitely got to get back outside. But I gotta make sure I'm taking my medication. If I ain't taking that allergy medication, I can't go outside. Hold on, it's getting hot up in here with all these lights. But yeah, that outside has been killing me. I went outside one day recently for like 10 minutes, came back in the house, was throwing up, felt dizzy. Like, I didn't know the pollen count was already high like that, so that was a big mistake. But every day since, I've been making sure I take my medicine. Stanley James, you watching SmackDown right now? This is crazy. It's really weird seeing them do this show with no audience. But it's mostly been promos, no wrestling from what I've seen. I caught it a little late, like 15-20 minutes into the show, but I ain't seen no match. But that's cool. They showed that Elimination Chamber match. But, I mean, they doing what they can. Mike Moorhead, welcome to the 4K Corner, man. Make sure you hit that like button. He said, my latest pickups are Knives Out, Jojo Rabbit, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Stanley James says Raw is gonna be like this too. Yeah, I don't know, man. I almost think they need to cancel it, to be honest with you. Because I heard Triple H say he went online or something like that, and people was bashing the show like in the first 20 minutes or something, so he had to come back out and do commentary with Michael Cole. Because to me, it feels like it's more of like you watching one of those specials before like before a big pay-per-view. It seems like it's like the Friday night before WrestleMania is on Sunday, and they're just like kind of recapping, letting you know what's about to happen at WrestleMania. Feels like one of those type of shows. It's real weird. But I mean, they trying their hardest to keep it going, and like, you know, everybody else has canceled all their shows and things like that. So it's not gonna be much on TV. So I guess they hoping to pull in the ratings and, you know, keep WrestleMania going. Mike Moorhead says, I had tickets to this SmackDown before they had to move it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. They letting y'all get y'all money back? Because I know a lot of times Ticketmaster and them, they be like, nah, we're not refunding no money. So you be kind of stuck. They might give you a credit or something like that. Joey's Movie Blog, welcome to the 4K Corner, man. Make sure you hit that like button since you fell in. We got 3 likes on the board, 7 people watching. Says my classes are online for the next 3 weeks. Yeah, there's a couple schools, the colleges around here, they're actually shut down already doing the online stuff. They're getting the students to move out. They said they're gonna ship them their stuff to wherever, wherever they're gonna be at, wherever they live or whatever. They'll ship it to them. They kind of don't really know when they'll be back, but a couple of the counties around here, the high schools and stuff are closed, but none in my area, none in Raleigh, Clayton, nothing like that are shut down yet. I suppose it's kind of coming. I got that feeling that they'll probably be out for the rest of the month, but who knows? So some of the kids will love it till they start seeing that all that online homework they'll probably get. Mike Moorhead says, yeah, they said I'll have my money back in 7 to 10 days. Oh, okay, that's what's up. That ain't that bad. That ain't that long. Bunchcar says they need to cancel everything for 2 to 3 weeks. Just not sure how that's gonna work out for jobs, economy, and bills. Yeah, I mean, if it's really bad and they feel like it's gonna spread that big like that, then yeah, I would say go ahead and cancel stuff. It's gonna cripple the economy no matter what because they're kind of scared. So a lot of people are going grocery shopping. I went this morning to Sam's Club and it was crazy. Of course, there was nothing on the shelf as far as tissue, Clorox, paper towels. None of that was there, but it was a lot of people in there like it was kind of like a few days before Thanksgiving or something. Texas Made TV. Welcome to the 4K Corner, man. Make sure you smash that like button. He says, what's up? How are you doing? How you been? Waiting for your videos. What did you pick up this week? I haven't picked up anything. It's been 3 weeks. I haven't bought no movies. The way the economy is going, I kind of feel like I'm not big on the stock market thing. I know a little bit about Feds lowering interest rates and things like that, and when you should probably try to refinance your mortgage. But as far as like gauging the stock market and investing money, when to pull out, when to buy new stocks and things like that, I don't know much about that. I'm learning slowly, but to be honest, I've been trying to hold on any little bit of money I got right now. And I think that's the safest bet for everybody because you just never know. Anything can happen to cripple the economy. You guys, if you're really into the news, if you see that they did another strike on Iran, you just never know what's going to happen. Jade's Movie Blog says, my library is closed, so I can't go play Shadowrun with the boys. So it says, definitely not ready for online with Jay. But man, it's crazy. And like I told people before, I think a lot of Americans, we get caught up in this false sense of reality that things just can't happen to us. Like we're this nation that's just immune to a lot of things. And we're slowly starting to see that, yes, a lot can happen here. So it says, I have to learn all over with that math. Yeah, that math is totally different. It's been totally different for a while. Like I'll try to help the kids with homework and I'm like, how'd you show me what they showed you? And I'm totally lost. It's going to be like Mad Max in the next few weeks. I hope not. I hope it's just something like, it finally started really reaching other countries. It finally got here. I'm hoping that at least maybe in the next 2 weeks, we'll start to see like a decline in cases and things like that. I did actually watch Trump's speech that he had earlier with the plans on how they're going to get people tested, the drive-thrus and all that type of stuff. So hopefully that does have a good effect on everything and really gives us good numbers and starts to slow things down. I think one of the scariest parts is that there's a lot of people that don't want to go get checked out. You guys know there's a huge immigrant, I don't know how to say it, but there's a lot of immigrants. A lot of them do not have health insurance. They're not going to go to the hospital. A lot of African American people, they still don't believe in going to the hospital for a lot of things. A lot of people don't have the money for it. I do know that supposedly they're supposed to be allowing these tests for free. But of course, they're only going to test you if it's really necessary. Everybody that goes is not going to get tested unless you really show a lot of symptoms of the coronavirus. So it's kind of crazy. I don't think we're going to get the true numbers of people that's sick because not everybody's going to go get checked out. I mean, a lot of people don't want to be that person in the neighborhood, the first person in the neighborhood to get quarantined, because then all your neighbors are looking like, oh, they're nasty, stay away from them and things like that. That's for some reason as Americans, that's how we are. So I think a lot of people are going to stray away from getting tested. 4K Crib is in the building. Make sure you hit that like button. Hopefully I didn't stop you from watching your little, I seen you was binge watching one of your shows. Brunch Crunch State says, I'm not panicked, just preparing mentally if it gets worse before it gets better. I don't think it's going to get any worse. It really didn't get worse in China. China just didn't, they didn't know how to handle it. China's China. They're not going to let us know true numbers. They do a lot of things that we don't do. A lot of other countries don't do things like that. So I think they just handled it wrong and was just like pulling people out of their homes. They didn't listen from the start. But the good thing I would kind of say about it is it's kind of targeted. I mean, of course, anybody can get it. It's transmitted pretty easily, but there's an age gap of who's kind of like, has the more serious conditions, the death rate and things like that. So, of course, it's not like a lot of other viruses where just any age range is passing away from it. It seems like there's not as many kids that's getting it, and that's a good thing. I think that's what most people are concerned about. It's not about our salespeople that's in this middle age range from like, your 20s up to probably about maybe your 40s, maybe early 50s aren't as worried about it. They're more worried about their children. But you don't hear a lot of cases about children really catching it. I don't know what it is. If you guys are paying attention, maybe their immune system is a lot better than ours as you start getting a little bit older, and the virus just can't hold on to their body and deal with their respiratory system like that. So that's why they're not catching it. But I would say that's a really good thing, because that was my whole thing. I'm not quite worried about myself. I was worried about if I get it and giving it to the kids or something like that. I saw on Facebook someone was selling a box of toilet paper for $5,000. I'm not surprised. I mean, you can go on Amazon right now. Third-party sellers are selling little bottles of hand sanitizer like this for probably about $100. But of course, once Amazon gets wind of that going on, they take down those little shops anyway, and you can't sell on there. So, I mean, it's easy to go ahead and post it, and then Amazon just has to start filtering through stuff like that to get it off of their website. Peep the Wolverine in the background says Caesar. Yeah, I'm not really a collector of these, but that's the metal fig. And then the Iron Man one. Says 4K Chris says, bro, I watched Bloodshot yesterday. It was a good film. It was something different. I give it an 8 out of 10. Wow, I'm surprised about 8 out of 10 because looking at the trailers, didn't look good. When I seen your pictures, when I seen your video, your live on your story on Instagram, it looked like you was the only one in the theater. I was pretty shocked. Did it stay like that, or did more people start to trickle in? Because it looked like maybe either before the trailer advertisements was on, or you was going through the trailers at the time, and it was totally empty. So I was surprised. Stanley James says I need to slow down on picking up movies and video games. Yeah, that's what I did, man. Like, I haven't been posting on Instagram. I haven't even been going to Best Buy, Target, or nothing like that, even looking at movies. Once when I was at Walmart, when people were saying some movies like Arizona, Brawl on Sale Block, whatever, was down to like $7.96. I was at Walmart one day and I thought about it. So I went to the section to look to see if they had anything. They didn't have nothing. So that's the only time. But other than that, I haven't really been pressing myself to buy anything. It's like right now, a lot of stuff that's coming out isn't stuff I want. We're starting to see a lot of like steelbook re-releases on films that, came out not too long ago, and y'all already know how I feel about that. Like, I'm not a big steelbook collector, so like something like what came out, A Quiet Place, that Mondo steelbook. It's a really nice steelbook. I love the artwork. I love that red and black. But that movie ain't even been out that long, so I just don't feel like it's worth me revisiting and spending $25 for that just for a case. Like, people doing it. It's your money. Do what you want. Rewatching the Fast 8 trailer. Low-key got me hyped now because they delayed that music and the trailer had me jammed. Yeah, I mean, Fast and Furious is always a good fun popcorn flick. It steered away from what it was from the first, I'd say, 2 to 3 movies. Now it's just a popcorn action flick, but they're still worth the watch. I was pretty upset that they went all the way to next year to bring it out. It's getting very upset, and I'm very upset that Quiet Place 2 got pushed back. I kind of figured it would. I'm waiting to see who's going to be the first one to say, you know what, we're not worried about it. We're going to go ahead and let the movie go out. You know, it's your choice whether you wanted to go into the theater and risk the chance, you know, more closed environment. It's up to you. But here goes the movie. If you want to see it, go see it. I'm hoping that's what happens. So I was really upset by A Quiet Place getting canceled. A lot of these movies are getting pushed back, but they're not saying when. Fast and Furious did say we got to wait all the way till next year, April 2nd or April 5th, something like that of next year, just to see it. And that's crazy. I thought with most of these films, they push it back to maybe like summer, July, June, July, or something like that. But if they're going to be pushing them back to next year, that's crazy. I'm hoping Black Widow doesn't, because I was really waiting on that. Lunchcraft Steak says, I bought 15 to 20 Blu-rays in the fast month. Gonna take a little bit of break now. Hey. Just spend your money wisely. That's all I can say. You know what your pockets can handle. Stanley James says, I picked up 15 to 20 Blu-rays and 4Ks in the last 2 weeks. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, make sure you using stuff like eBay. Try the Mercari app as well. There's some good sellers on there that have some pretty good prices, but most of the stuff they charging you like an extra $3 to $4 to ship. And if you buy multiple movies from them, unless you message them and see like and ask them, hey, if I buy multiple movies from you, will you knock off some of the price to, you know, drop some of that shipping? Because for every movie that you buy from that person, they're still charging you that $3 to $4 per movie to ship it. So you really got to get in contact with the person to say, hey, I'm looking to buy these 2-3 movies. Are you willing to sell them this price to help negate some of that shipping costs? Stanley James say, I bought most of my movies on Mercari. Yeah, I actually like the Mercari app. It's pretty cool. I've seen a lot of sellers that, you know, sell a lot of good stuff. But like I said, the only thing is that shipping fee. One of the sellers that I was buying from, something must happen with them. I ain't gonna say, I ain't getting into that. Y'all already know what it is. But he ain't on there no more. Page is gone and everything. But y'all already know what goes on with eBay and stuff like that. Most of that stuff is stolen. Unless it's already open and they tell you in the description, hey, I used the digital code already or something like that. Chances are it's probably stolen, especially when you see a person with multiple copies of a movie at the same time. A few days after it just released, they got like 10 copies they're selling. That stuff's stolen. Joey's Movie Blog says, my last pickup was Knives Out. Yeah, I still want to see that. I heard that was a really good film. I heard Adam Sandler. No, I'm thinking about Uncut Gems. I'm sorry. But yeah, I did hear that Knives Out was really, really good. And Uncut Gems, which just came out too. I bought a few 4Ks as well. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Infinity War Steelbook on eBay. How'd you like that Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? Because I did pick it up too, but I don't know. I didn't care too much for it. To me, the transfer still wasn't all that great. Joey's Movie Blog says, I need to see Uncut Gems. Yeah, me too. I mean, there's still a lot of movies that came out that I still ain't even seen yet. At work, bro, everybody got laid off. It's 120 workers. It's crazy. They say we might not go back to work till May. Yeah, I was watching a YouTube couple today called that I watch every now and then. Because some reason, I don't know why, but I got a fascination with Las Vegas. I've never been to Vegas before, but I really want to go. I don't know why. So I'll be watching it's a YouTube channel called Tangerine Travels or Adventures or something like that, but they always do Vegas videos. And they were showing like what's life like in Vegas right now with all the buffets closing, the shows canceling, the clubs are closed, and things like that. So it's crazy to see how much this virus is affecting everything. There's a lot of money being lost. A lot of people out of work that we don't even get to hear about it because it's kind of localized. And that's what they're fearing, and that's why they don't want to do this big shutdown because they don't want to put people out of work. Today Trump said there's some type of package they tried to put together for, I guess, like, I don't know what it's for, but he's blaming the Democrats for it. Republicans always blame Democrats. Democrats always blame the Republicans on why something might not get passed. So I don't know. I actually haven't watched it yet. In the process of getting a new 4K TV, using my old one for now. Which TV you thinking about picking up? Crunch Butt Steak. Anything in mind? I've been seeing some good prices on some stuff lately. It's that time of the year for my bonus. I can't wait. Beginning of April. Thank God I got my 2 raises at the same time a couple weeks ago at work since I'm at a new location. I had got 2 raises and then I get my bonus at the beginning of April. So thank you for that. But they still owe me some retro pay for all of February because they ain't paid me on time. So they got to pay me back for February, but I'm still fighting for that. Hopefully I get some news on that come Monday. They need to just go ahead and cut me a check. I don't know why they just, I don't know. Companies make all this money, but then they don't want to pay people like they're supposed to. I never understand it. And then it's not really the company. It's like either like your manager or somebody else that's trying to hold on to the money to make themselves look good and land a payroll and stuff like that. Like, dude, it's not even your money. Like, just pay people what you owe them. 2 things I know: don't mess with people's kids and don't play with people's money. Do y'all think I'm still wondering if WrestleMania is gonna get canceled. I don't mind if WrestleMania gets canceled, but if it does, that means we don't get NXT Takeover, and I love NXT and I love the Takeover pay-per-view, so that's the bad part about it. But WrestleMania this year is 2 thumbs down from me. WrestleMania card is straight trash. Yeah, I'm thinking about the TCL 65-inch for $430 or Samsung, supposedly their mid-range. Thoughts? I'm not gonna share any thoughts on it myself. I'd say just do your research, man. Figure out what's best for you. Go on ratings.com, compare the 2 models that you're thinking about getting. If you're talking about mid-range Samsung, if you're talking certain TVs, they're probably gonna be about this. If you're talking about the TCL 6 series and the Samsung mid-range stuff, they're probably going to come out a little bit equally. It's going to depend on, what your use for it is. So I would say just go on ratings.com and compare the 2 models that you're thinking about, and then just think about how much money you truly want to spend. I don't like trying to tell people what to do with their money and, what's best, because everybody's situation is different. Your viewing experience is different. The size of your room that your TV is going in is different. Your eyesight is different. A lot of factors fall into it. So I don't try to tell people what they should probably do with their money, but I'll suggest that you just go ahead and do your own little research, figure it out. You hear Rob Gronkowski is coming to WWE. Yeah, I heard about that, and I heard that there's some rumblings, I guess, in backstage saying, how can like a football player just come in and get this big push or whatever like that, and you got other wrestlers that's been there trying to grind it out for a while, and you're not pushing them, which I totally understand. I get it. 4K Chris says the Lakers gonna get rusty. Yeah, who cares? That's my team, but I don't like LeBron. LeBron getting that rest right now so the Lakers can win that championship. But they shouldn't get too rusty because the NBA, they said yeah, they're not going to have games, but they said they can still practice if they want to. So they shouldn't get too rusty. Of course, practice and game time is 2 different things, but you're talking about veterans that are on that Lakers squad, so it shouldn't affect them too much. Plus, they already sold up their playoff spot anyway. So they're going to be number 1 more than likely. Unless they do come back rusty and shave off like 10 losses or something. Why does my thing look crooked? Not gonna mess with it. Let's see, what else been going on? But yeah, NBA's canceled. MLB spring games and stuff has been canceled. Man, it's like everything's getting canceled. I believe wrestling's the only thing that ain't been canceled, to be honest with you. Have you ever shaved your goatee? Yeah, it's actually been way longer than this. It's been probably, if I combed it down, I've probably had it down to about right. Trying to make sure I can get in. Yeah, it probably came down to about right here before. That's the longest I've ever let it go because I gotta try to look a little bit professional at work sometimes. Caesar says, I think they'll push back the Black Widow release. Yeah, I think so too. If things don't really start looking like numbers are dropping by like I'd say maybe close to the end of the month, because what's Black Widow is what, May 7th or something like that, sometime in May. So I think if they'll wait till probably about the end of March, if things don't look like it's starting to drop a little bit or something. I think, yeah, a lot of stuff for like April and May are gonna get pushed back as well. So it's gonna suck for a lot, man. Like, it's gonna be a lot of money lost over the next couple months. Y'all want to talk more about, I know I talked a little bit about the stock market and stuff like that, but if y'all want more talk like that, definitely hit up 4K Crib. I think he knows a little bit more of it than I do. I don't know if he'll try to convince you to spend your money on certain stocks or something like that, or steer you wrong. I don't know, but I think he has a little bit of insight on it. So if you want to know more about, what to do with your money, how to invest it, hit him up. Sally Jane says, what's the next movie you picking up? So the movies that are on my list right now is still Ford versus Ferrari. Well, I'm definitely, the other stuff that's coming out really soon. 1917, that's gonna be a definite cop, but that's not till next week. What's coming out this Tuesday? Jumanji, and I think the Bond films come out this coming week. But 1917 is definitely gonna be the next movie I know for sure I'm copping day one. Bro, you should buy NGM stock or Cinemark. I thought you said on your Instagram thing, your Instagram picture, I thought you said you wouldn't buy the Cinemark. Maybe I didn't understand what you had posted earlier, but I thought it was trying to say like you wouldn't buy into it. Something else went down too. WWE stock fell like $5 or something like that. I think it's down to like $32. Rumors of a lockdown coming like Italy, probably not entire US, just most infected states. I mean, we already got places in New York that's on lockdown. It's cheap when this crash ends, it'll go up to $35. Oh yeah, once everything starts to stabilize and they try to push more money into it, yeah, everything's gonna go back. That's why they're telling most people don't try to sell right now, just hold on. Because it's a roller coaster ride at the moment. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm trying to learn a little bit more about it. But I ain't about to be no big spender, like trying to buy like, oh, let me get 100 stocks in this at about $50 a share. I mean, 100 shares at $50 a share, nothing like that. Nah. I ain't a big dog. I can't go all in. Man, this sucks that Jeff Hardy had to come back on a night like this, though. I think he would have got a pretty good pop. But why do they always got to put somebody against King Corbin? I'm glad he's finally not going against Roman Reigns anymore, but come on now. It's like everybody just, all right, let's put him in there with King Corbin. Ash says, I need toilet paper, man. This is embarrassing. I'm going to be honest with you. I do too. That was the main reason why we went to Sam's this morning, because I think I'm down to 2 packs of paper towels and one more pack of, when I say pack, I mean like, I think there's 2 paper towel rolls per pack, and then I'm down to like 4 rolls of tissue or something like that, and they had nothing. But tomorrow morning, they said the reason there's nothing there, you guys know, if you shop at those type of stores, I believe Costco has levels too. So if you got that higher level, Sam Club has basic membership. Then they got the membership savings card where you save money and they put money onto your account or stuff like that. And then they got the Plus card. Plus card members get to come in from like, I think it's like either 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. and then general public can't start coming in. Regular card members can't come in till 10. So the girl told me today that the reason they don't have anything because they get a truck every day. All the Plus members are coming in early in the morning and they're taking everything because there's no limit on what you buy. I don't know why stores don't react a little bit sooner than this once they see that this stuff is happening. They need to go ahead and limit people to 1. I don't even know why people are going crazy over toilet paper. My thing is this. If y'all think about it, well, we don't get a lot of snow here in North Carolina, but when it snows, People go crazy after sitting in the house for one day. Once they mention snow, everybody goes to the store and buys everything up. We usually don't even get more than an inch of snow. The most for us is probably usually ice. But if people go crazy and they buy up everything, that's what's happening right now. And the thing is, this started maybe about a week to 2 weeks ago that everybody's just buying up toilet paper. I don't know what it is about toilet paper. Why would you need so much toilet paper if you're going to be quarantined for 14 days? You still wouldn't go through all this toilet paper. Y'all are buying big, huge packages of toilet paper. They weren't thinking about food, none of that, just toilet paper. So I don't get it. People just have this poor mentality of it's that herd mentality, the sheep. Like, one person does it, it starts to trickle through social media. Now everybody's rushing to the store to get toilet paper. Why? We have no reason. But that's what's going on. But now everybody, I guess, since, all this stuff is getting canceled, now everybody's running to the store to get some of everything. 4K Crib says, here in my Costco, you can only get 2 toilet papers, 2 water cases. Yeah, I think they did put a limit on water. They had no water either. So we asked one lady, who was like, where do you get this Deer Park water? She said, oh, we had to order it overnight once it popped up on the website, and then had to come in and pick it up. So I guess there was only 2, because a few people I saw with it in their cart only had 2 packs. So there was no water either, other than flavored water, Smart Water, and Propel was the only water they had. But I mean, for me, that's the only thing. Like, I've been preparing for this for a while. If I should go take this camera over to my garage, y'all see I already had like a box of 2 boxes actually, because we just kind of consolidated everything down. But I've already had 2 boxes worth of canned goods, peanut butter, beans, rice, and that's it. So I've been trying to keep up with the water, but my kids go through water like it's nothing. I don't know why they can't just drink from the sink or whatever. The water bottles are more for when we leave out the house or something like that. Take a water with you to school or something. But for some reason, they got to drink up all the water instead of just using the sink. So that's why I don't have much water. I think I got like maybe 20 bottles of water right now. So I do need some more water just in case. But your best bet is probably just to get one of those purifiers on your faucet anyway. That's probably better than, because most of that bottled water ain't what you think it is anyway. So yeah, today when I went to the store, it was all about just trying to get some toilet paper and some paper towels, because we actually just need it because we're about to run out. But we did pick up a few other things that kids like snack bars, the canned ravioli and stuff like that. Says, bro, I wouldn't be buying toilet papers. I would buy all the guns and ammo I can get, because things can go south. People are going to be killing each other. Need guns to survive and hunt for food. Oh, yeah, I'm fine on that. I mean, I could use some more ammo, but other than that, I'm good. And I actually do want to get me another gun, because I don't like the one that I have right now. So the guns and ammo, I'm good. I'm going to tell you what not to buy just in case things go south. Please do not go buy you a generator. That's going to be the last thing you want. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I need power, I need electricity. Yeah, but all those people that don't have it, once you turn that generator on, guess what? They can hear it from a mile away. And guess where they going to come to? No, I have not brought any new guns since my last video, but right now I am looking at one of the new, what is it? The 911, I think it's Springfield made it. The 911 is a little like compact everyday carry. I'm looking at that. I still want an AR-15 pistol. So there's a few that I'm looking at. I just don't know. I haven't narrowed it down to exactly what I want. 4K Chris says, I like the M9. Yeah, M9s, there's a lot of customization you can do with the M9. How they want you to keep your hands clean if there's no hand soap or hand sanitizer in stores. Exactly. It's that herd mentality. People only think about themselves. They don't care about, oh, there's other people that's going to come in the store and buy it. It's all about, oh, I'm worried about me. Sad thing is, y'all are buying up all this hand soap and hand sanitizer when you can probably just get you a thing of, you can also get you some bar soap, some body wash and stuff like that to wash your hands with. But hopefully y'all been washing your hands anyway, because it's just crazy how all of a sudden everybody's on this hand washing thing. Y'all should have been washing your nasty hands. So one thing about what you just said, 4K crib with the silencer and a green laser, gotta be careful with that laser because if you can see it, then so can the enemy. Latex gloves sold out too. Yeah, things been selling out for a long time. Plus, a lot of stuff was selling out early because, like I said, it's the U.S. There's a lot of different ethnicities, different people from other countries here. So China got it first. China has a large population. A lot of those people are here. They were buying it up and trying to send it back to China to their family members that's still there. So that's why all that stuff started selling out early. But then once it started happening, the CDC said, "Hold up, we need some of that stuff. These hospitals need some of this stuff." So they started canceling people orders and just getting it off so they can have it just in case things really go bad. I want to buy a commercial grade gas mask. Go on eBay. You can get you a gas mask for probably as low as, like, well, they're probably higher now because of course people got to try to take advantage of people that want stuff at this time. But you can usually find you a decent one for $20-$25. Just make sure you get you one with the charcoal filters on it. That way anything in the air that you're breathing in gets filtered out. Don't go buy painter's mask, one of those painter masks that got the things on it like that. It's just a breathing apparatus. Make sure you get the charcoal filters. In case we get nuked by Russia or North Korea, they might attack us right now because they think we are weak. Well, shoot, we still attacking Iran if you watching the news, so who knows what might happen soon, but that ain't really getting reported on because of this coronavirus thing. It was in the headlines yesterday, I believe, and that was it. I ain't seen nothing about it today. No video, no pictures, nothing. But yesterday they talked about, yes, the US did some airstrikes on Iran again. So who knows what's gonna happen? Too much going on. Past 3 days in the news, it's just breaking news every 5 minutes. It's been crazy. Any Doomsday movie favorites? Almost all of them, to be honest with you. I love stuff like Volcano, Deep Impact, Armageddon, World War Z, I Am Legend. What else do I got over here that's probably something like that? But yeah, I love all them destruction type movies. You have tools. What you mean 4K career? Do I have tools? You mean like tools to fix stuff with, like wrenches and hammers and drivers? You work on your cars? No, not really. I mean, I can do a few little things here and there, but I don't mess with stuff like that. I'm not the most mechanically savvy person, so if I don't know much about it, I don't mess with it. It's too tedious, and nah, I don't mess with it. Was really looking forward to March Madness. I was not. My Tar Heels have been absolutely trash this season. I mean, trash. I only watched maybe 2 to 3 of their games, and I just knew not 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 at all. 4K Chris says, "You sipping on that Wendy's drink, bro? What you like from Wendy's?" The Baconator. That's always a plus. That 4 for 4 comes in when you ain't really got no money. You go and get that 4 for 4 junior bacon cheeseburger with them spicy nuggets, sweet and sour sauce. But my favorite right now is the Asiago Ranch Chicken Club. That's what I just had. Throw that spicy chicken on there, leave off the ranch sauce. I haven't even tried it with the ranch sauce, but I don't want to, so I take that off and put mayonnaise. And that's been my go-to for a little while now. I love it. Yeah, that 4 for 4 come through in the clutch. Cheap. You got to get the sweet and sour sauce, Ash. If you ain't tried that sweet and sour sauce, it tastes like almost like back in the day, McDonald's used to have a real good sweet and sour sauce when it was in the packet, but then they changed it, and now it's like I think it's back. It might be back in the package now, but it was in like the ketchup package type later on, and it didn't taste the same. But this one at Wendy's kind of tastes like the old McDonald's one. It's banging, especially with those spicy nuggets. They got Bray Wyatt and John Cena in the ring right now. This is so weird. If y'all ain't already hit the like button, please make sure you hit that like button. Make sure we get this out. We are already 40 minutes into the show. You seen any TV shows? Actually, no, I haven't been watching anything new. I started to yesterday. I was looking at, I Googled like top 10 shows or something like that to see if there's anything I wanted to start watching. My wife been in there in the other room on Netflix watching like a lot of stuff that I haven't seen. Um, there was some Amazon Prime stuff that I was meaning to pull up. I was starting to pull them up today that I wanted to start watching, but I didn't. For some reason, every time I tell myself, okay, I'm about to watch this, I don't watch it. I end up just popping on YouTube, looking at either like gun videos, sneakers, stuff like wrestling and stuff like that. For some reason, I never take the time to just really sit there. Caesar says, watch My Block on Netflix. Yeah, my oldest daughter, she loves that show. She watches it. I haven't seen any of it. I see it on when she's watching it, but I haven't sat and watched any of it. What? You gotta go outside? Huh? You gotta go? 4K Crib says Hunters. What's that one on? What's Hunters come on? If that's like Hulu or, well, I mean, I do got Netflix somewhat, but that means I got to go in the other room to watch it, and I don't like going in there to watch TV. I got the better TV in here. Have you seen True Detective season 1? Nope, haven't watched True Detective. I've seen like clips and stuff like that, commercials. I have not like really sat down and watched a show since the last show I actually sat down and watched all of was Amazon shows. What you call it? The Boys, Homecoming, and Tom Clancy show. Stanley James says the only thing I've been watching on TV is Empire, Black Ink Crew, New York, Chicago, Haves and Have-Nots. Got my other cousin in here, Tia. What's going on? Been a long time. Haven't seen you or talked to you in a minute. Caesar says I be trying to binge watch stuff, but always end up watching stuff on YouTube. I told you that's how I am every day, even my days off. Like if I got back-to-back days off for the weekend, I'd be like, yeah, okay, here's my plan. I'm gonna either watch a movie or I'm gonna lay down, binge watch something, or just chill out, relax. Never ends up being that. I'm always either back on the Xbox or clicking on YouTube and getting sucked into crazy stuff. Hunters on Prime Video, group of killers hunting Nazis and killing them with Al Pacino. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. I did say I wanted to watch that. Yeah, I got Tubi TV on my. I got that app on my TV. I barely click on it, but yeah, Tubi is pretty good. Free movie app. Sandra Jane says, any new games you've been playing? Not at all. I'm still playing Modern Warfare. Especially now that they let out Warzone. If y'all been playing the free-to-play Battle Royale joint, the Warzone mode, that's pretty decent. I like Plunder a lot better. To me, Plunder is like it's a mixed hybrid of the Division's Dark Zone, and if y'all ever played Battlefield Hardlines, the bank heist mode, to me, it's like a mix of those two things put together. It actually turned out pretty cool. The BR is cool, but for me, I would like it more if I had a team to play with all the time. Because most of the time you get in there, you got a team, but everybody jumps out the plane at different times. Nobody's putting like a beacon down to say, hey, let's go over here and talking on their mic. So it's not as fun. Stuff like that, when you got squad teammates, you're supposed to kind of, chat, talk with each other and stuff, but they don't do it. I had my first game when it first released the other day. This guy was doing a real good job. They ended up dying. I was still the one alive. He was calling out stuff. He was planting the beacons to let me know, hey, go over here. There's nobody over here. Don't go that way. Somebody's coming this way. He was doing a real good job. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. But For me, I need a squad to play with. That's kind of why I got out of Rainbow Six. I love that game. It's still going strong. But if you ain't got a team and people aren't really talking, they're just gonna jump in, jump out the game. They're gonna go their own separate way, do their own thing. And that's really strategy based. Do you ever play or like any of the Halos? Yeah, I did, but I think, did I sell all my Halos that I had? Yeah, I did get rid of Halo. Didn't they just add another one to the collection? I like playing. Yeah, I love Left 4 Dead. That was fun. Everybody's been waiting on another one. It seems like it's never coming. Hold on, gotta get this dog. Max. So crazy dog. Been playing GTA 5 online. I'm gonna tell y'all about GTA 5. GTA 5 was actually, it was dope when it came out. I really loved it. But the thing about it was this. The load times was ridiculously long. There were so many updates and the files were big, so it took forever to download them for most people. A lot of people got in there and would just kill you over and over with rockets, and then you got people with indestructible cars. So the game felt kind of unbalanced, and people just going around just doing anything. The the missions were dope that you could go and play, but they were long. So people would you'll get into the mission, get halfway through, and people are just dropping out of it. So it almost felt like, what am I going through all this for? But the premise of everything was pretty dope, and they did a good job of trying to keep the bugs to a minimum. Yeah, the campaign was dope. Everybody really was pushing, hey, y'all need to come out with some downloadable content that's campaign based. Sandy Jane says, when is GTA 6 coming out? It's going to be a minute. If you already know, it took forever for GTA 5 to come, and then they put so much into it for a long time, so you can't expect stuff like that to just drop year after year or something. So I would say give it maybe 2 years, and they'll probably drop another one. I just dropped over 100 hours into Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Kind of exhausting, but pretty amazing. Open world and graphics. I'm glad you just said that, because hold on. See, I got to go off screen again. Let me show y'all real quick how bad I am at things. Like, I be telling y'all, I be like, not joking when I say I be wanting to do certain things and stuff like that. So I left the last location I was working with early in the stream. I said, yeah, I'm at a new store now. I started there in February 2nd, but I was on vacation for like a week and a half. So I left the old location around January like 16th or something like that. So one of my coworkers, she asked me, she was like, yeah, I want to get you something before you leave. Is there anything you want or something like that? She was like, you want a game? She was like, I'm gonna get you the Assassin's Creed game that we got at work. So she bought me this Assassin's Creed game. It was only like, what, $8. This is the, get that light out of there, the Ezio collection. But as you can see, it's still wrapped up. It was still just in the Marshall's bag and everything. So I'm real bad at stuff like that. I don't be having the time to just sit and sink hours into stuff no more. For me, when I jump in a game, it's jump in, jump out. That's what I love about Modern Warfare and stuff like that. Something like this, I'll put it in and might play it for an hour or two, but then I'm not gonna play it again for like probably a couple weeks, and I'm gonna get back into it and be like, I can't even remember what I was doing, and I won't play no more. But I am waiting on that Last of Us 2, I tell you that. What else? Brought this joint day one. I only probably played about 2 hours of it. And then these two were two of my favorites. I actually love part one. I thought was way better than part two, but it just didn't take off quite like they thought it was, since it was the old Call of Duty team that made these. But I thought this was absolutely terrific series. Still waiting on another one to come out, but they pushed it to the side. But I thought Titanfall was really, really dope. That was definitely my type of game. then Rainbow Six, what is it on now? Like year 4, I think, and they still pushing out content for it. But this game was dope. A lot of the people I play video games with that play Call of Duty, they didn't want to play this because it's slowed down tactical. Guess it was too much for them, but this game was dope too. And then this one, if y'all ain't never played this, I don't know what to tell you. This was one of the best games on Xbox. This joint was so fun. I was hoping they'd come out with another one. And I think this is a Microsoft Studios. No, this is Microsoft Studios helped with this. I don't know why another one hasn't come out. Kind of like Alan Wake. Why we still ain't got a third Alan Wake yet. What else? Another Uncharted would be dope. I would love to get one of those. Just trying to see what else I got in here. I'm missing the comments. My bad. Bro, I used to be a big time gamer. Me and my friend would be on Xbox Live Party and watch gameplay videos together on YouTube. I miss those days. Says I used to be on Rainbow Six Vegas hard back in the day. For me, the old Rainbow Six games were super hard. I couldn't get into the old Rainbow Six games. I don't know what it was, but they just seemed very difficult. And they said some troops on Fort Bragg been quarantined. But yeah, I told y'all, man, I miss those days. Like when I was in my 20s, when Modern Warfare first came. Well, I'm gonna say Ghost Recon Advanced Warfare 2. That's when I first got into the whole real live thing and having it at home, not having to go play it with my cousin and stuff like that, playing Halo. But Graw 2, when that came out and I had Xbox Live, oh, it was over. I used to work right across the street from where I stayed at, so I could just come home on my break, play real quick, go back to work, come home, play all day, and then play through the night. Back when I had energy and could go to sleep like 2 in the morning and wake back up at 5 in the morning and stuff like that. Then we would go to the midnight sales, me and my sister boyfriend, for every Call of Duty release. I miss that stuff. That was good times, but it's all gone now. 4K Chris says, I miss doing trick shots with my buddies in Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, with them sniper rifles and stuff. Spin around and hurry up and no-scope people. Dolphin diving and no-scoping. But I'm ready to see, like, what the next that's another thing. I'm upset that E3 got canceled. I always look forward to E3 no matter how I'm not as much into video games as I used to, but I still look forward to E3 every year to see what, who does what. For me, it's not a competition. I'm not one of those people that be like, oh, Sony killed Xbox this year. I don't care. Just give us some good games. Um, but I'm upset about E3 getting canceled. I couldn't wait for that because I'm ready to see what these new systems are going to be about. I don't plan on buying one on release this time. I've been suckered into that for years now, and every time it seems like the first batch of consoles just aren't quality controlled very well. So I'm not getting suckered into it this time. I'll wait for a price drop. Plus, it doesn't look like anything special is coming out on release day that I just got to play. I believe a new Halo is supposed to come out, but I don't even know if that's going to be a day one. Says I definitely miss all those midnight launches. Yeah, it used to be fun. I got a few pictures from when we used to go. We used to always do GameStop because it was right there in my shopping center where I worked at. And there was like 3 GameStops in the vicinity in Fayetteville anyway. Go right where my job was. Go down the road about maybe 4 or 5 miles. There was 2 of them, like within a mile radius of each other. Sandy Jane says I haven't been to a midnight launch. They still do them too. They did one for Modern Warfare. Dang. Is that the Walmart pickup lines? Okay, they showing Trader Joe's. I was just out there earlier too. It was crazy in that area. Oh, but back to what I was saying about these people going crazy buying all this food. Now I guarantee y'all, if the government came out and said, okay, lockdown, everybody must stay in their house, people would be so pissed off and be trying to come out their house. They'll be mad at the government. They'll just they'll go crazy. After day one, they'll be ready to come out their house, but yet they done went to the store with the mindset of I'm gonna stock up just in case I'm stuck in the house. But if you tell them to stay in the house, they will go crazy. It makes no sense to me. It says time flies. I remember Halo 4 launch and Destiny launch like it was yesterday. Now they start at 9 p.m. near me. Yeah, they have gotten earlier, but you still like they still got it set up to where the day of you can come in, get your bring your receipt, get your everything squared away, mark it out on the receipt or whatever, then come back later and pick it up. 4K Chris says, how we gonna pay our bills and mortgage? Sister said those lines are ridiculous. Yeah, the first Sam's Club that we went to today that's closer to my house, it was way more packed, but it probably looked way more packed because it's smaller than the one that's over in Raleigh on Capitol Boulevard. So we ended up going over to that one because I had some issues with trying to re-get my membership. It wasn't showing up in the system or whatever. So I tried to call people. I was like, forget it, I don't like this one anyway. Let's go to Capitol Boulevard. So we went over there and it was way better. We didn't even wait in the line. Yep, you guys, if y'all into the health and wellness, you can make sure you follow my sister right here, Tiara Ray. And on Instagram, she does work with Herbalife for everything that, healthy to boost your immune system, help you lose weight, things like that. So definitely hit her up if you're looking for those supplements, vitamins, meal replacements, all that good stuff. She does YouTube videos as well. Mike Moorhead says we have 25 cases of corona in Michigan. Mm. I don't know how many we have in North Carolina right now, but I know where I'm at, we got the most people that's affected by it here in the Wake County area. But 4K Crit, I know you said y'all been out of work. Y'all probably gonna be out of work for a while. Are they paying y'all anything, or y'all just out of work and like you don't have the people that don't have any benefits like sick time and stuff like that? They just out of luck. They got to find something else in the meantime. How are they working that? I'm eager to know that. 'Cause I mean, my job, they're trying to do everything they can to, make sure everybody's good to go. I actually had a girl, one of my workers, she went home for 2 weeks. She was supposed to come back Monday. She's from Bulgaria. She went back to Bulgaria. They have a different type of flu there that she ended up contracting, but they have no cases of the coronavirus. So when she came back, her temperature was still a little bit elevated. So when she went through screening, they tried to detain her, but they couldn't because she didn't really show signs of the coronavirus and there was no reported cases in Bulgaria. I don't know if there still aren't or anything, so they couldn't detain her. So she was still out of work. She just came back, I believe, yesterday. Says casinos don't care about you. You're on your own. I filed for unemployment. Yeah, well, they should definitely give you the unemployment. I would believe. I mean, I don't know how the state of Nevada is with their unemployment laws, but right now, I would expect that they're gonna try to give you guys something. That's the bad thing about it, and I know that's why, from what I was hearing, why they don't want to go on that type of government shutdown and things like that because they know there's gonna be people without money. They tried to do I think what they was looking at was doing like some type of 2 week sick time pay or something like that for everybody. Something like that. I don't want to word it the wrong way, but they was trying to do something to where, if they was to do a shutdown or something like that, people would still get a little bit of money. I know places like Italy, they've shut it all down. Everybody's at home. Don't come out your house. Nobody's paying mortgage or rent. None of your bills have to be paid, stuff like that. Here in Wake County, nobody's water is going to get shut off. I know Atlanta did the same thing. They're not shutting off anybody's water for unpaid bills and stuff like that. So some things are happening, but unfortunately, there are people in those situations. Same thing with schools. They don't want to shut down a lot of schools because they know the less unfortunate people have to that's the only way a lot of these kids get to eat. They rely on school to come to school and get breakfast and lunch, and that's their meals for the day. They don't have much food at home. Then you got those parents who they still got to go to work. They don't work with the type of company that can telecommute and things like that and work for home. So now they got to worry about daycare and stuff like that. So that's why they really not trying to get into that whole shutdown thing, because it's gonna do a lot of disturbance. Says if government shutdown, does unemployment close? Yes, I do believe so. Everything shuts down. That's why I need them to hurry up and give my tax money before that happens. And I'm gonna tell y'all, be honest with you, if just in case, go ahead. If you don't, I know a lot of people don't carry cash anymore. You got money in the bank. I know everybody ain't got a lot of money in their bank accounts. It happens. Everybody goes through things, whatever the case may be. But if you got some money in the bank, go ahead and pull out at least $100 or $200 and keep it in your pocket just in case. Because we already know, even going to the teller machine, you're touching that screen. Thousands of people don't walk by, pushing those buttons, touching those screens. Easy way to contract it. Go ahead, just in case something does happen, banks close, something like that happens, and nobody can go fill up those machines, nobody can go fix the machine. Have some cash in your pocket. It's like Florida's closing all of their schools. So those kids get an extra week out of school in Florida. Illinois is closing their schools. This is crazy. We're supposed to have these big visits coming up around like the 20th and 25th at work, but I suppose they're not coming because they're putting all these bans on flying and all this stuff. Is not safe to fly right now and all that good stuff. So I hope they ain't coming. But we still doing all this work in preparation for it, and it's killing me. I need them to just go ahead and say, yeah, we're not coming, because they supposed to come from Boston, and y'all already know it's a lot of cases up that way. Mike Moorhead says all our schools are closed till April. 4K Crew says you guys still busy. Nope, not really. I mean, you don't. I can't really. We're not that busy like we usually are. Where I work at is a very affluent area, and we haven't been making sales. I wouldn't say that this whole virus scare is what's got that happening. It could be. And of course, you guys know the affluent people, they pay more attention to the stock market and things like that. So they know not to go out spending money and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm sure it has some kind of ill effect on it, but I don't think that's the 100% total reason why we're not making sales on a daily basis at my store. I don't know how they did today. I was off, and I did talk to my store manager, but she didn't go into like, how business was or anything like that. She was talking about some other stuff. But I work tomorrow morning. I mean, the weather's supposed to dip a little bit. It's been real nice in the 70s all week. So, once that weather starts to change, we get busy. A lot of people like being out, but I think tomorrow it's supposed to dip back down to like the 60s as the high. So we'll see. If the weather's nice, I know we'll be busy. 'Cause everybody already went to the grocery stores today, so I expect them to want to be out tomorrow no matter what. Like, Stanley James says it's raining where I am. Yeah, we've been having rain the past couple of days too. Rain yesterday. I don't think there's no rain in the forecast this weekend. I say this corona thing is going to end by the summer. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I would say probably around, my guesstimate is around probably I want to say my mid-April, we'll start seeing a lot of the numbers decreasing and there won't be as much coverage about it anymore. What's that dog doing? Crunch Butt Steak says, I'm going to the store after midnight for ramen, oatmeal, water, etc. I hope you're going to Walmart. I mean, that is when that's a good time to go, though. I was going to do that last night on my way home. I was like, okay, I'm going to stop by Walmart because I know they start stocking at nighttime. So it was about 11 o'clock. I was like, I should have stopped, but then I was like, nah, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and renew my Sam's card and go there in the morning. So but I would say so far the odds are against going on a lockdown. I mean, unless you get sick and they tell you to self quarantine, I don't see like many people having to worry about staying in the house. Says, nah, I'm going to Winco. Not sure if you have those in North Carolina. Nah, we don't have no Winco. Haven't heard of that. Heard of Win Dixie? Nah, I don't wear no mask at work. Ain't no more masks. I'm supposed to wear them when I'm outside because of my seasonal allergies, and I only got one more left. I sanitize my hands all day long, wash my hands all day long, and but nah, I don't wear no mask. Really, I mean, those masks they're not meant to protect you, they're meant to protect others. So if you got a cough or sneeze, that's what you're coughing or sneezing into. It's not going to keep you from contracting anything. That's why they're telling people, why are y'all stockpiling? You don't even really have to wear a mask. They're just for the protection of, so that you don't get the healthcare workers sick, so they'll be there to do their job when all these sick people are coming in. Because if the healthcare workers get sick, there's no one to treat you. But those are not really, they're not for that. Goreflex says, are you scared of the Rona? Not really. I mean, I guess I probably would be scared of somebody if I found out at work that somebody had it, or somebody that came into the building had it. But like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about the kids, but it doesn't seem like many kids are actually contracting it. Swine flu was worse than this virus. Yeah, those respirator masks would protect you, but they're becoming scarce. Yep. Goreflat says kids are unaffected. They can only spread to others. Carowinds has postponed the park opening until April. I'm just glad I don't work at no nursing home no more, I tell you that. And to be honest, shoot, the one I worked at, the family members barely came to see them anyway. Which was pretty sad. Because a lot of times you'll hear some of them saying that, like, either their daughter or somebody's going to come see them, they never show up. Then you see that they're not really getting treated the way they should. "4K Chris says, yeah, I worked there before. Yeah, I had worked at a nursing rehabilitation center for what, like 3 years I was there, I think. 3-4 years. Crunch Butt Stick says, do you go to the gym? Nope. If it was free, I'd go. But I'm not paying for it because I'm not going to go every day. If Mania doesn't get canceled, what match are you looking forward to the most? Really, none of them. They kind of killed the whole Shayna Baszler and Becky Lynch match. I was kind of looking forward to that, but after Elimination Chamber, not really looking forward to that anymore. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. I don't foresee them letting Charlotte Flair win and go to NXT. I mean, they might. Finn Balor. I mean, I'm sure she'll still get paid the same money to be there on the smaller scale show and things like that. But I don't see it happening. But I think it might still be a decent match. But I'm not really looking forward to anything on WrestleMania. 4K Chris says UFC Khabib versus Tony Ferguson. Yeah, I'm scared that might get canceled. So far, so good with UFC. Dana White came out, had an interview, I believe it was yesterday. You can pull it up on YouTube where he talked about the upcoming fights and what their plans are on going ahead and still having them. One of them is actually getting moved to Vegas at their training facility that they can hold the event there. Because wherever that event was supposed to be at, they can't have more than 100 people attending. So they're moving it to their private facility in Las Vegas. He didn't really speak on Khabib versus Ferguson yet, so we don't know. Fingers crossed. If it don't happen this time, I don't forever see this fight ever happening. The mixed martial arts gods, so to say, just don't want that fight to happen. Ew, Stanley James, you must be real young to be looking forward to Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. You hear Ricochet want to go back to NXT? Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, that was forced. The time when they tried to move up Aleister Black, Ricochet, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, that was forced. The ratings were dropping really bad. There was no storyline, so they used the NXT stars to kind of help boost that, bring in some fresh new faces, some new talent, and boost the ratings back up. So really, they weren't supposed to be there from the start. Then Ciampa got hurt, so it was like Johnny Gargano really couldn't be there. He's not gonna move the needle without Tommaso Ciampa, so they kept him with NXT, which was a smart idea because all those guys are really like 205 Live guys. They're really small, so I see why. And they didn't use Ricochet. I mean, he's a smaller guy. He's a fast-paced guy, so we already know WWE is about that. The larger size guys, the larger-than-life personalities. Says, have you been watching? Yes, I watch AEW every Wednesday. I don't even be watching NXT. I did go back and watch the NXT show from Wednesday night the next day, but past couple weeks I haven't even been watching NXT. It's all about AEW. So what I saw online today that people are still pointing out that AEW still doesn't have a real good live attendance. They've been showing the videos on Twitter and stuff like that, panning the arena and showing how empty it is and saying like, if this was WWE, they would get scolded for it. Everybody would be joking. But since it's AEW, nobody's talking about it. I mean, for me, yeah, it sucks, but they're still considered a startup company. So you can't expect them to really be selling out the crowd. And it's not on the level as WWE. They've been around for a long time. It's more family oriented. Most of the characters are more catered towards kids and families. It's more of a PG show. AEW is more for somebody my age level, the maybe 18 to 40 range and things like that. The people that used to be into wrestling that fell out of it, that's not happy with the WWE product. So it doesn't correlate for everybody like WWE does. Kind of like how Disney is. Disney is for everybody. So that's why Disney rakes in so much money, because you've got a large family going to see a movie as opposed to, say, a Bad Robot film that's rated R, that's kind of like a horror thriller where a couple might go see it. Now you're only selling 2 tickets where Disney can is selling a family of 4 to 5 tickets. So you can't expect them right now. They've been around since what, August? Of course, they're not going to sell out every arena that they go into. Some are smaller, some are bigger. I think they probably need to scale it down to make sure that they're in the smaller arenas as possible. But if you watch their shows, those arenas sound like they full. Those people be going crazy during the show. NXT, to me, needs to get out of Full Sail and go to a larger audience. It feels so weird. If you're watching AEW, watch about half the first hour of AEW and then flip to NXT. It feels so much different. It feels kind of empty. Like the production value is just not there. I really think they need to get out of Full Sail and go into arenas and start touring. I know they already do the touring thing and go to arenas, but they need to put the TV show in some other arenas and get out of Full Sail. Says I want to see Edge versus Randy Orton. Yeah, that's the only storyline that's really good and cohesive right now. That they keep building onto every week and doing a good job with is the Edge and Randy Orton. So I hope that does turn out to be a good match. I would say that one is probably I'd sit and really watch that one if I'm because I am off that weekend if they still have it. So of course I'm gonna watch it because it's WrestleMania. Of course, ain't nothing else on. Ain't no basketball, ain't no football, none of that. So I'm still watch it. But am I looking forward to WrestleMania this year? Not at all. If I miss it, I miss it. I don't care. I probably wouldn't even go back and watch it. Do you watch the Flick Pick or any other movie YouTubers? Nope. I don't watch any other movie Bluetubers, whatever you want to call them. I don't watch none of them. I don't want to get caught up in what they do. I don't want to be looking at them like, oh, this got him 10K views. Let me try to do what he's doing. Because once you start watching somebody and you make videos, you're going to start kind of copying or mimicking kind of what they do or trying to base your videos around them because you see they're getting bigger views and you want those bigger views. So I try to not to watch them, stay in my own lane, do my own thing. That's why y'all will notice I'm not very consistent because I'm not at that level. If I was making money, then I have to be consistent because you got to keep putting out videos to keep yourself in that YouTube algorithm and have those notifications coming out. And just, you got to keep churning out videos. I don't want, like, for me, it's more of a hobby. I do it when I feel like it. Because if you watch some of those Bluetubers and stuff like that, some of the content that they put out, you just be like, it'll be a movie that came out a long time ago. They'll do a review for it, or some simple like news article might come out about something. They got to do a whole 10-minute video on it because they got to keep putting out content. And you're just like, well, I could have went and read the article to find out this information or whatever. Let me go back. I forgot. 4K Chris says which YouTubes you watch on the daily. On the daily, I mostly watch like sneaker YouTube, wrestling. Um, Try to see if there's any new movie trailers out. What else? And then I watch stuff like Dolby Vision or Dolby Atmos demo videos and stuff like that. I'll play those. Might go watch like Dragon Ball Z fights or something. Just random stuff most of the time, but mostly it's either sneaker, wrestling, sports related. Favorite all-time MMA fighters: John Bones Jones, GSP, Anderson Silva. I like Nate Diaz. Who else have I ever really liked? Those are really pretty much my favorites. I mean, there's a lot of them that I'll watch, but I'll say those are definitely my tops. Whose fights I just couldn't miss. Says favorites Brock Lesnar. Brock was trash. Brock just happened to come in at the right time when the UFC didn't have any heavyweights. He got lucky he survived that Shane Carwin fight. Okay, Chris says I watch HVAC maintenance plumbing videos. Yeah, my brother does. He got his own HVAC company. If I still stayed down there, I would probably work with him so I could learn a little bit, make a little bit of extra money. But it's always good to know how to do that trade type stuff where you can do it like on your weekend, your days off from your regular job. You know, if somebody needs some help with something, get paid a little extra money. Crunch butt steaks is solid list. How about Fedor or Machida? I'm not big on Fedor because he never really made it over to the UFC to fight other big names. If he'd have made it over to fight other big names, the people that was in like Strike Force and stuff like that, um, Bellator, they weren't big known characters. So it was always like, I ain't gonna say he was fighting cans, but he didn't fight anybody relevant at the time. And then once it got later to where, you know, other fighters started going over to these other corporations, they was leaving the UFC and stuff like that. He was losing, so it was kind of like, who cares? Machida, he just had his own little special time that he came through and did some like, you know, a few fantastic moves, but he really ain't been nobody ever since he lost. Says my favorite all time is Brett Rogers. So yeah, your favorite boxer is probably Butterbean too. Oh wow, they said some theaters are limiting the number of ticket sales that they're selling for the movie. My favorite UFC fight of all time is Forrest Griffin. What, Forrest Griffin versus Stephen Bonner? I would almost say that right now that match the other night with Joanna Jędrzejczyk and old girl was probably about better than that one. That women's fight the other night was crazy. That was real good. Too bad the men stunk it up. Yo Romero and Adesanya. Terrible ending for the night. But fellas, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here because I got to get myself ready for work in the morning. Got to be up 5:30 so I can make it to work at 7. Would you watch Mayweather Pacquiao 2? Heck no, part 1 was already well beyond its time, and I knew they was about to sucker people out of their money just like they did with Mayweather and McGregor. I can't believe people fell for all that. But Mayweather Pacquiao 1, that was like they should have fought probably about 3 to 4 years prior to when they actually fought. So you already knew how that fight was gonna go. Pacquiao was not the same fighter anymore. Mayweather was just super, always kind of been a defensive fighter, so you already knew you weren't gonna get much out of him. But heck no, I wouldn't watch no Mayweather Pacquiao 2. You already know that's just gonna be a waste of people time and money. Just like they suckered people with Conor McGregor. But anyway, you guys, it's been another video with your boy 4KD Ray. I appreciate everybody's for coming through. I may do this again tomorrow night. Not too sure yet. I ain't got nothing going on. So be on the lookout. And as always, man, make sure you smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when new videos go up. But other than that, I appreciate the support. We are gone.